So Peter and I are filming this. We're going to chop up the video. None of you, unless you come in front of me, will be on video. Okay. So not to worry about that. Some of the interactions and questions will be. Hopefully everybody's okay with that. But everybody's anonymity will be protected, other than just the voice. So Peter and I are going to. All the sessions will be filmed in the video. We'll chop that up and we'll be able to offer it to people. Through the pandemic, part of the business process was to go around to high demand areas where we have marketed and where there's a lot of demand for in-person sessions. I firmly believe that these interactive sessions and the style of which that we do them, and the camaraderie with people and the sharing of stories and that whole human connection, especially in the pandemic, is critical. But it's not feasible these days, and it set us back probably 2 years with the business in terms of the training, just because COVID. So we decided with this session here, we're going to film it, chop it up. I've been reluctant to do it. Peter's been bugging me for years, and the world's just changed in the last 2 years, as we all know. There's more people wanting to do stuff at home, more open to it. So we've leaped forward with education in this way, and I think it's a good thing. But anyhow, that's kind of where the cameras are all about. We'll let Peter introduce himself. I'll introduce myself. We'll take a quick break, get the Wi-Fi going, and then we'll get into it.
So my name is Peter Sandrew. I am an investigator for about 13, 14 years. I did pretty much the gamut, undercover for a year. I did different types of surveillance, managed security investigations for an oil camp for a year. And also created training programs all the way back in 2013. So that's something that Sean and I both had a passion for, education. As you guys know, it's far and few between. So we made a perfect team. We have a lot of experience in educating private investigators. Part of what Sean did was onboarding new PIs, training them, getting up to speed, and I did that as well. I worked for nationwide PI companies and a lot of smaller ones, provincial-wide ones, or sometimes just Vancouver-wide ones, just locally. So yeah, it's just about a little bit about me. Back when I started, the industry wasn't that prosperous, so I had to take what I could get, so that's why I worked for a lot of different companies. Now it's kind of the case. It's pretty lucrative, so you can work for one company, get full-time work. So I'll talk a little bit about the format of the course. Sean's going to go through everything slide by slide, and you guys are welcome to go at your own pace. You can do it online as Sean does it, or if it's just too much information, which it might be for a lot of you, you can just do it at your own whenever you have a moment after we're done for the day or during a break.
Or even following, yeah.
Or like Sean said, you can just follow as we're doing it.
Thanks, Peter. So everybody get that in terms of the online platform. So maybe one of the things we didn't mention was computers. So there are certainly, if you didn't bring them today, what you want to bring them tomorrow, you'll have access to the distance learning platform. The difference between what you'll see there is basically the video content will cut up with it so that people can see the slides, go through it, and then watch the video of the same information, where you're going to get a little bit more context and storytelling, which is sort of what this whole experience is more like. And then that'll be available. What you'll see now is really just the slides. It'll be 95% what you see here, minus the interaction and the content and some of the storytelling, which is why we were reluctant to do it online, because without that component, I think it just robs you of a certain quality of the experience and information. Jeff, okay? So bring it tomorrow if you like. If you don't, like Peter said, it's fine. You got notebooks, you can take notes. I strongly encourage notes. One of the things, I gotta remember to get in my box, one of the things that you'll notice or experience is that there is a lot of information. So don't be overwhelmed by it. At the end of the day, do your best to take notes, things that resonate with you. I think a lot of the stuff is common sense and logical. So for those that are in the industry, everybody here has touched the industry in different ways. So I don't think it's going to be overwhelming concepts. And you'll be able to go back through that online version and recap things. And also, once we get the video component up and running, we can also give you access to that as well. So you'll be able to go back and reference things, taking notes for everything we say and everything that you see. It's your, at whatever pace, whatever works for you is advised.